Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys in the late night right here on the White Run Podcast Live and up on panel. We got Just Rob.
Boo that guy.
Even in the late night, it's Boo that guy.
Especially in the late night because we can't hear him. He's talking too low.
Yeah, you and I are both talking very low right now in this episode.
Yeah, yeah,
You
because it's like
wanna
10:44 and people are sleeping or at least trying to.
in your household?
And yours isn't? Well, they're already sleeping in yours.
Yeah,
And mine, they're
they
trying to
are.
sleep.
Yeah.
You know, be
Yeah,
like, no,
so
babe, don't whisper. I can't hear you. It's okay, babe.
oh no, babe. Yeah, I think this is our bedtime voice. Now people don't get turned on, okay? Like people are trying to sleep. We're not trying to sound like our sexy selves because that's just with each other. Okay, don't get any ideas or fantasize or romanticize anything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'll knock
Don't
you
get
out
it. I was
and
about
not
to
in a
say, don't
good
get
way.
knocked out.
I was gonna try to add not in a good way.
Don't get
Mm-hmm.
your ass beat.
Gonna get your ass whooped.
Yes.
Get your ass whooped. That's how we say it here on the West Coast.
Yeah. No, we can't really say what we say on the West Coast, on YouTube, because we get
Yeah, no
banned.
kidding. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yes,
how are you, babe?
I'm good. I'm good. How about
Mm,
yourself?
I'm good. My throat's a little messed up, but hopefully I'm not getting sick.
That
That's
first
the only
part,
surprise.
that's what she said.
My throat hurts. You hurt my throat. Come on, babe.
Oh, that's what
That's
she
what she said.
said.
You busted my vocal cords.
You say it better. I don't know if it's
No.
because of how you're saying it or if it's because you're a guy saying it.
No, maybe. Either one.
Mm,
You say it good too. You heard. Are you gonna tell them what you said earlier?
about what? I already
You were
forgot.
gonna say something, and then you're like, never mind, because you're gonna say that's what she said.
Oh shit. Okay, so I was trying to upload an image so that I can show you guys on the screen here in a little bit, but when I uploaded the photo, it like the photo was supersized and it had to be resized so it could, fit on the screen. And I was gonna say, whoa, that's too big. And then I was like, like I'm not gonna say it just so you could say that. So I said, yeah, I was like, oh, I was gonna say something, but I don't want you to say it. And then he was like, what? And then I was like, yeah, I uploaded an image and I was gonna say, whoa, that's too big, and follow up with, that's what she said. So,
You're
ugh.
trying to take it away from me.
No, I'm not. I don't think about it like that often, like
You
you
did that
do.
time.
Yeah, I did
No,
that time,
see,
but I don't always
it's
catch
just
it though.
the opportunity presents itself, and I have to take it. I have to do it. It's almost a violation if I let it slip.
Yeah, I don't always catch it. So that's why it seems like
See.
I say like just the I don't want to say they're nasty stuff, but like it does kind of like tie in and fall into that. That's what she said. And it's fucked up because I'm a chick, I'm a female saying it, and it just makes him. That's what she said. I'm
It
like
falls right in.
whatever. Yes, unfair.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Fits in there perfectly.
It actually does. Oh, that time it did. Like, whoa, that
Yeah.
is too big.
See? Perfect.
Well, it was. The picture was.
Mhm.
Not talking about anything else other than the image. And there's nothing nasty in the image. So you can't, yeah, there's no giant penis on the picture to make me or anyone say, whoa, that's too big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No.
No.
So you want me to say what the title of this episode is?
Yes.
Sir Rob.
Yes.
Alright. The title of this episode is called I'm Glad I Got That Shit. Or I'm glad I got out of that shit, excuse me. I came across this title. I was wanting to talk about it actually on the day that I took the image, and I'm gonna show you guys here in a second, but it does have to do with um a job. Um whether you're Amazon delivery, Amazon Flex, if you're USPS or UPS or FedEx or whatever, any delivery um company. But the only ones that I ever worked for was Amazon Flex and FedEx. FedEx was a fucking nightmare. And I've only been in a truck for like an hour and some minutes. Um, and maybe I'll get back into, well, you know what? I should say it right now. When I worked for FedEx very, very briefly, if you guys want to check out those episodes, you want to hit up what it do at Audie's W2, YouTube and Spotify. Um, I was there for about a week, just like a week of training, and I wasn't really like qualified or certified to like, call myself you know, uh loading the trucks and everything. I didn't do deliveries on FedEx. I was just loading the trucks and it was fucking like no. Anyway, so you have to you get packages of all shapes and sizes. Shapes and sizes, but like
That's what
it
she
could be like
said.
a oh my god, you can throw me off. Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Sorry.
Quit being nasty. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I think it's just because I stick it in there, you know?
Oh my god, quit being a boy.
Okay. I'll be a
He's
man.
like, okay.
That's what she said.
Oh shit. Can I get back to the
Yes, 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 yes. Go. Sorry.
I'm gonna wake up my parents. I can't leave my computer until I show you guys a picture because after I show the picture, I'm gonna take it off the screen and go back to my bedroom and like
Okay.
talk and like okay. Okay, let
Okay,
me
go.
try to hurry up. So the packages, even though they're like small packages, they're like they weigh like a ton, right? And you're expected to um grab these packages off the belt at FedEx, and you have to like put it in its place in the truck. And I'm not good with numbers or anything like that. Sometimes I fuck up on my letters. Sometimes I think 7,000 goes before 3,000. Don't ask me why, but that's the order that I just sometimes see. But anyway, um, I'm not good at putting these packages in its right spots. They're very heavy, so like the more that you repeat these things, it starts to get strenuous. Like my back started getting tight, my shoulders started to hurt, things like that. So, with that being said, I'm gonna leave that over there. But doing Amazon Flex, you get like one or two heavy packages per delivery. Your Amazon Flex, so you're not really like required to like lift like too much, even though they try to tell you that you really don't, because you are not a fulfillment center worker or a DSP worker, which is the drivers that drive those Amazon trucks. They're required to lift and carry and all that other types of shit. When you're flex, you're using your own vehicle, you don't have to. Okay, so there was a time, I want to say the beginning of this year, 2024. Rob was there many, many times with me on the phone when I said, "Oh my gosh, like I got a text message saying that Amazon is hiring for DSP drivers, to drive those vans." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna apply," like, and I just really, really tried to like get an interview. And as many times as I tried, it just wouldn't it they were like, "Oh, the spots are full," or whatever. So when I finally got a fucking interview, I was like, "Yeah, I'm booked in, I'm locked in, I'm gonna be a DSP driver because I'm already doing Amazon Flex. It's the same shit. You're driving a high-tech vehicle van, and you just do the same shit." So, I was really, really looking forward to it, but for some reason, like I can't really recall. I know one of my interviews fell through. Like I never received an email. Like I never got like a login information for me to complete my application. But I just had to let it go because I was like, okay, well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But like during a time when they were holding my spot for DSP, um, I was excited about it. Like Rob knew I was excited about it. There were times where I went out and did Amazon Flex, and I was just like, walking up and down the stairs and like walking up and down the sidewalks, and I'm just like, yeah, yeah, I'm DSP. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna be doing. Like I was trying to like mentally prepare myself and prepare my body um to for a DSP position. Like what better way to um train yourself to do such job, right? If you're partially already doing it. um but when all of that shit fell through, I was just like, okay, you know what, like it's fine. I'm pretty sure like they'll come up with more things, right, for that position. But let me tell you guys, and this is where the picture's gonna come in. So if you guys were listening to previous episodes of the wine run, I got hired at the Amazon sorting center. And remember those totes I was telling you guys about? This is what it is. If you guys take a look at your screen, these are the totes. And let me tell you, these are not my totes. The dude that you see in the photograph, he's a DSP worker. All right. So I'm jumping too far ahead, sorry. But at the Amazon sorting center, you are filling these totes with like packages, as much packages um as much as like as full as you can get it, right? It could be the poly bags, it could be the envelopes, it could be boxes. And these boxes, again, like I said, like you'll get small boxes, but they're pretty fucking heavy. But you still have to put them in these totes. Why? Because it's small. They don't give a fuck about the weight, right? So at the sorting center, I am putting packages, like I've had experience putting these packages together in these totes on the shelf, right? And I also have the experience of pulling these totes off the shelves, right? And they are some of them are heavy, not all of them are that heavy, but it's like you're lifting at least like 20 to 25 pounds, like at least, okay? You gotta drag one of these totes down the aisle, you gotta scan it, and you have to carry these totes. You have to pick these totes up if they are 20, 25 pounds to fucking like 30, 40, 45 pounds. And you're supposed to stack them on top of one another. Now, you see how large they are? And like this dude's totes were like full to the brim. But I was at the sorting center, like stacking these totes on top of one another. And again, the more repetitive you do it, it starts to fucking take a toll on your back, on your shoulder, on your legs. You fucking feel like you're gonna fall over and whatever. So, if you guys listened to the previous episode, I talked about, the bullshit that happened at the sorting center. Um, I'm not going back. See how I hesitated? um, I thought I would never see these totes again because I was like, I am not gonna go back to like stack these totes, right? And it was kind of funny because this very day that I took this photo of these totes was the exact day that I said I'm fucking not going back. And here I was doing Amazon Flex, and I was at an apartment complex, and I see this DSP driver. He's a cool dude. I wish I would have recorded our conversation because I was asking him basic questions about the job, right? A job that I was so excited to apply for, to get an interview set up. I was waiting for my login information because, man, I was just fucking ready because I'm running up and downstairs and down the fucking street, and I'm DSP. I'm DSP. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. It's my job, and I'm happy, and like. So I was like, okay, let me ask, dude, what's up? So um, I was just asking him questions like, so you guys are the ones that are filling up these lockers. These are lockers that are set up at apartment complexes. And he was like, yeah. He was like, we bring these totes, and we put these envelopes individually in each of these lockers. And I'm like, holy shit, well, fucking save me a locker because I need to put my shit in there. And so the thing that was sometimes I let people get away with shit. A lot of the times I put people's rushing things. I just allow them to like cut in front of me, and when they cut in front of me, they just take their sweet fucking time. And I'm just like, if you guys ever seen that movie Me, Myself and Irene with Jim Carrey, where he's a schizo, the softer side of him just lets people run all over him. That's me sometimes. Like I'm just like, oh yeah, no problem, whatever. And then they pull around with three, four, five fucking carts, and I only have one item to check out, and I let this motherfucker cut me. So that's it was kind of like that situation. And the thing that I was nitpicking about him is that he knows that he look at if you fucking look at the photo, he went through one tote and there's like two more totes left full of shit. And he's like, oh, let me get all mine through. And I'm just standing there with one fucking itty bitty, teeny tiny flat fucking envelope. But see, he didn't want to log out his information from the computer at the fucking locker. And I've had experiences with those, right? I know how they work. And it is true. Once you log out, the computer sends a notification to, Amazon, or they send it to, whoever, saying that he has in fact delivered every single thing in those totes when he really didn't. So as soon as you log out, you're expected that you're they think that you're done, and he wasn't done. So what ends up happening is that if you get locked out, you have to actually call Amazon, or you have to call the fucking locker people, and you have to say, yo, it logged me out, or I accidentally logged out. I need your help to get logged back in, because, you know, like you no longer have the key after you logged out. It's like you're handing the key over to somebody else. So he was like, oh, I'm not done. So, like, and me knowing that, I was like, yo, bro, it's fine. Like, go ahead and fucking finish or whatever, because I was already fucking tired. Like, I was like, running around, whatever. And so he was like, fuck, like all of these, kind of won't fit. And then I was asking him, I said, the ones that won't, like the locker won't take, oh shit, excuse me. The locker won't take any more packages. So what do you do? Do you take the packages back to Amazon, or do you have to deliver them door to door? And he was like, I have to deliver them door to door. And I was like, oh hell the fuck no. Because of course, this apartment complex, it was like, one story, two stories, three stories. And this guy, like, you have to go up like like say if he had like five packages that were all on the third floor, you have to hike up and down those bitches, right? And I was like, oh shit. I dropped my mic, sorry about that. um you have to hike up and down to deliver these people's shitty packages. And I was like, you have to do that? And he was like, yeah, you have to do that. And I was like, fuck, so like you're gonna be stuck in this complex for a while. And he was like, yeah. He's like, you have to deliver everything. And then I was like, how long have you been doing this? And he was like, oh, this is like my third month. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm just Amazon Flex. And he's like, yeah, I was trying to get on with Amazon Flex, but they didn't accept me. So I just went ahead and applied for DSP. And I was like, dude, and you got to do all this shit. And he was like, yep. He was like, I got bills to pay. And I was like, oh my God. And let me tell you, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there was like maybe this dude like 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago, there was a guy, he was a DSP Amazon van driver. He actually ditched his entire truck. Like he called up a homeboy. I mean, I don't know if this part is true, but he got a ride, and he fucking like left the vehicle. And in these Amazon vans, like, they They have microphones in there, they got cameras, so they're like watching you. They're watching your speedometer too. They're seeing how you go over like speed bumps, like how you are in construction zones, school zones. Like they're fucking watching you. You know what I'm saying? Um Shit. Like dude did that would have been me. I would have been like, you are not paying me enough to like hike up and down, because especially if you give me a route with nothing but fucking apartments, man, you know what? I would take every single one of those fucking totes that goes to that fucking apartment complex. I would have dumped everybody's fucking packages out in the front fucking lobby in the parking lot. And I would be like, yo, you guys come sort through this shit and you guys fetch your own fucking packages. Like that's something that I would have done, but yo, you have to be physically able. Like you gotta be damn near athlete to do this type of work. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to ask him questions like yo, like how's going up and down those stairs repeatedly, like how is it, like do you go do you work out, like do you go to the gym before you go to work, or do you go to the gym after you work? Like how do you get so fit? Like, do you guys just drink and eat nothing but protein, drink water all day? Like, like I just like being in this business, like I just wanted to know because I damn near fucking almost got hired doing this shit. And
You would have thought you were flirting with him.
are you serious?
Like you look like you work out. What's your
Oh.
workout routine? Like, come on now. Like, yep, stop
uh,
flirting.
no way. That's not
You
flirting, is it? What's
look like you work out. Yes.
I'd be like, dude, for the job, focus for the job. like, like, dude, I'm married. Yeah. So, I mean, to me, like talking with him and, just he wasn't sure if he should be thankful that he has this job or like, fuck am I doing type of attitude, like I couldn't tell. But like, um, this dude was just taking forever and he was just like, "Oh, let me take these totes back to my van and like I got like three more packages." And then he was like, "Hold my spot." And I'm like,
11-11.
"Is it? Oh
11-11.
shit. Put it in the chat, babe."
I can't.
I put it in the
My
chat for
fingers are
us.
too fat.
Yes, babe. But so I was like, all right, that's cool. And like um when the locker, it actually locked him out. I didn't touch it. Like I was like, oh, I think it logged you out because you took too long. And he was like, fuck. So he had to get on the phone to get a hold of somebody. And um I tried my hand at the locker and it wouldn't let me do it. So what I had to do was I had to drop it off at the person's front fucking door. And guess what? It was on the third fucking floor. So I did that shit, came down with noodly legs. Like I was like, fuck, I know I could not hang as a DSP. So it's whether you're lifting these totes at the sorting center or like you're hiking up and down stairs to like deliver a fucking gift card to somebody's doorstep on the 12th fucking floor that you gotta hike up some fucking stairs because the elevator's broke. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just thankful that I'm not in a situation to where I gotta take any kind of shitty job and like being being forced and obligated to do it or else. Um And it's just teaching me a whole lot of things, like, it is important to take care of our health, to do the jobs that we can do, because I do Amazon Flex, I do food deliveries, and it is a simple thing. Like, all you're doing is taking one itty bitty envelope and dropping it off at somebody's door. But like, something can happen from the car to the front door, and I'm not even gonna talk about that. But like, it's just like being like having a good attitude to do it. And like, you just never know what muscles that you're actually using in your legs to just walk over some rocks, or to like walk through the grass, to step from the blacktop road onto a fucking sidewalk, like going, like walking uphill, walking downhill, like walking up just 5 pieces of steps, like, and having the ability to just turn around and like walk back down, going through this little miniature obstacle course. You just never know what you're using in your body to like do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be the most, just a couple steps, and you're just using a lot of the little things going on in your body to like just get from your car door to the front porch. You know what I'm saying? Let alone fucking carrying 3 fucking totes. Like, these fuckers are huge, and they're heavy, and you got to be physically fit. But like, I feel like, when I was talking to this dude, and when he was like, "Man, I got bills, like I got things to pay." It was just like, yeah, I got no choice. I don't really like it, but I'm doing it. But it's almost like, because he has bills, he's never mentioned children or a wife or anything, but I'm just saying, like, if that if he has that, like on his I guess on his to-do list or whatever, or to do shit for, um it's like, that's where that energy comes in, because it's like, you have to work to clothe your kid, to put your child in good schools, to get them braces, go to the dentist, get eye checks and shit, get their shots, school clothes, school supplies. And that's just his, one little responsibility. And maybe he has five, 5 children, but including a wife and a whole entire household, the bills, and it's like, nothing can happen to him, if he hurts himself on a job. I mean, he's out of work. You know what I'm saying? And like, who knows if they would give him like a good payout, or like, paid leave time, or paid sick days, like, we don't know. But it just made me like, it just made me feel thankful for, I mean, I don't know if I would call them like well, they are opportunities. It's just, I just get so fed up with it sometimes. But um the title of this episode is, I'm glad I got out of that shit, for real, because I'm not going to hurt myself over a job. You know what I'm saying? I probably would, if like, if I had an entire household that I legit had to feed and clothe, and, get a babysitter, and, Pampers and formula, and, spend time with my kids, and, spend time with my husband, and, pay bills, and, sometimes it's just like, man, you're just on go mode all the time. And that's the kind of attitude that I wish that I had, like, just to like jump into something and just like do it. But man, like, I would never kill myself, doing work like that. I mean, unless I was like really physically fit. But yeah, I just thought I'd talk about that, because it really flipped me the fuck out, because I was like, man, this was a job that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get in, and everything's gonna be all good. I'm doing this shit already. Hell nah. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Well, yeah, those jobs are. physically taxing. I know that for the average person it is like it is heavy, I guess. I mean, fucking looking at those big ass bags and shit, the totes. But there are things that I guess you kind of practice doing and you get better at doing. But something that you haven't mentioned, and I don't think we've talked about this on here. Maybe we should do a whole episode on it, but is you were prescribed Ozempic and you took it for a while, right? I don't know how long. Did you tell me for how long?
I probably was on Ozempic for, I want to say like no, I was on Ozempic for probably in total maybe like 4 months
Okay,
total. You're supposed to take it once a week.
yeah. And one of the side effects, because I haven't done all the research on it. I do know some of the side effects that it comes with, or some of the dangers of it. But one of them is that it eats up at your muscles, which that is what happened with Ari. She doesn't have the muscle mass that quote unquote normal people have. Um, before when you would tell me about this stuff before, like I've never experienced that, so when I saw you and I could touch your shoulders and I don't feel the muscle there. I'm like, holy shit, it really did eat at your muscles. So you're not even bringing that up. That is an excuse that you can use. You don't have the muscle mass to fucking help you with lifting shit like that heavy up. You don't have the muscle mass that you can like work out and probably get better at and like build the muscle to help you do this type of job. Not only that, but on your legs too. Like you don't have the hamstring muscles that other people have to be going up and down the stairs, and like the quad muscles and stuff like that. Ozempic ate at all that stuff up. So I haven't talked to you about it. There is a hotline that people are told to call, but I think you feel like that's the easy way out. But I feel like we need to keep these companies accountable. They can't be giving out fucking poison for like something that's gonna poison people and then be like, oh well, yeah, we tried it, it's okay. Like there's no repercussions. Like fuck that. It took away your muscles, and now you're struggling with fucking things that for other people they have the ability to get better at. With you, it's like it set you back. You like I'm trying to get you to work out at home, do like the resistance band so that you could build some muscle back. Because I feel like maybe you could, but I don't even know if you can. That's not something that I've researched yet. That I haven't looked into it like that yet. But that is a big reason why you struggle with physical stuff. It's I don't think you give yourself enough credit. You blame yourself for not going to the gym, but again, it's not something like from what I can tell is like you have to build your muscle back from zero, and it's not gonna be easy. I don't think it's impossible to do, but if somebody could go to the gym and build muscle for 4 or 5, 6 months, it'll take you more than that. It'll take you a year because you are starting from zero. So I don't want you to blame yourself for not being able to do these type of jobs and think, well, if I just got in the gym, I would be able to do it. But I don't think so. I mean, you would be at some point, but I think it would still take longer than for other people because of that medication that you were taking.
Mm.
So you have to give yourself some grace when it comes to that. And yeah, there is things that people have to do because they got a family that depend on them. They have to, like you said, they have responsibilities and bills and shit that I'm pretty sure that guy doesn't get up in the morning. He's like, yes, I'm gonna be a driver, and I have to deliver these big ass totes. I get to go up 12 stories and shit. He's not happy about it, but he has to do it. You know, I don't know his physical situation. I mean, shit, we don't even know. People look at someone and they're like, "Fuck, I wish I had that." How do you know he's not battling something else?
True.
I'm not saying you specifically, but like if somebody was to see you and be like, "Oh, you're just lazy, you just don't want to lift that shit," but they don't see that you don't have the fucking muscle for it, and they don't know that you've been taking a medication that's eating at your fucking muscle, then they can't. I mean, yeah, they can judge, but they don't know, and that's
Right.
that's another thing. So something that looks easy for someone might not be. Maybe he has fucking osteoporosis and like he he's scared to go upstairs because he might fucking break his bones and shit. You just never know what someone's battling with. But yeah, give yourself some grace, and you tried. That's another thing that you don't give yourself enough credit for is trying. Is you get on here and you tell these people about like, oh, I tried this job and I failed or I quit, instead of saying like, at least I tried it. It's something that I didn't want to do. I tried. I thought I could, but I can't. That's why I'm saying like I don't think we've ever even mentioned what Ozempic has done to you. And see, for someone else, they would have been like, oh shit, like I get to sue this company because their medication fucked me up. For you, you're like, I don't want to go that route. And I'm like, man, babe,
Because how many years am I gonna have to fight these companies to be
that's true too. Like
see,
most
like,
lawsuits take up to 3 years.
see, to me that's scary.
It is, but it's also holding them accountable. Like, imagine if nobody sued them. Imagine if everybody just stood quiet about what this medication is doing, then they would keep prescribing it. Nobody would ever look into the company and be like, "Hey, you guys are poisoning people. You guys are causing damage to people that some of the symptoms you can't repair them." I have a theory about that, but I don't want to talk about it yet because people are gonna be like, "You're stupid," and then 7 years from now, it's like, "Oh shit, you were right." Well,
Mm. I know.
but yeah, just give yourself some credit. I'm proud of you every single time, even with like the deliveries that you do. I'm fucking proud of everything that you do. Cause I'm like, man, it's not that I'm lazy.
Mhm.
It's just like I wouldn't want to do that. I would rather be in a fucking warehouse and like you know, like the brute force and the brute strength. I'd rather do that shit all day than, this other stuff. But I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like for you, you're like, I can't do that stuff, which is true. But to you, you say it as if like, oh, I just didn't do it because I didn't like it and I quit. It's like, no, you tried it and you can't do it because, you have physical things that stop you from doing it. So just be nice to yourself, babe. Be kind.
Yes, babe.
Again, I am proud of you.
No, thank you. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. What was the title of this show? Things that we escaped from.
Yeah, like
The sex
modern.
dungeon.
My.
Oh no,
Hey, I just let you out. I could put your ass back in.
no, no. Maybe I'm just speaking other terms so that you can put me back in. That's
Oh,
just
okay.
see.
Well, keep running.
Keep running your mouth.
Hmm.
Yeah,
No, it's about like modern things, like modern situations that we almost
experiences. Yeah.
gave into, or like, you know, like
Fell
getting
into.
ourselves into modern mess
Yeah.
that we dodged just
Yes.
in the nick of time.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'll let you kick this one off.
I'm kind of scared too because I know that we talked about what we weren't going to talk about or
Mm-hmm.
go too much detail into.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm kind of dumb, so I'm like, oh yeah, we did say not to say that. Sorry, guys, pretend you didn't hear
Yeah,
it.
you just exposed everything right there.
Yeah, so
Oh no. I should
no,
probably
it's
edit
just
that part out.
no for what?
Well,
In the last episode,
people have like really fucked up speculations, like fucked up assumptions
yeah.
and all of that. But fuck, I don't even know where to begin with that one either.
Okay, so let's start with the last episode. We were talking about the schedule. We were talking about we were gonna do shows on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I mean, what's today? Thursday?
Mhm.
Is it?
Mhm.
No, it's
Now it
Wednesday, right?
is.
Wednesday night. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it's going to be like in half an hour.
Okay. Well, obviously the plan was to go live on Monday and then go live earlier today, but we didn't. We didn't get a chance to because things got in the way. A lot of times, I think I did say this before. Like I didn't want you to put too much on your plate, and then because I don't like to make plans, and I have said that before. And the reason why I don't, because if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. So if I have to change my plans, or if I'm just like, oh, yeah, we're gonna go live, and then something happens and we can't go live, I feel bad. I feel like I disappointed someone. So that's why I don't like to have like a whole schedule and all these things. But I guess I need it. It's a form of discipline. So when we said that we were gonna go live on Monday, and we had a show and everything ready, but life get in the way. Life happens sometimes, and in our case, we not only deal with everyday life, modern life, but we deal with spiritual stuff. And when and we've said this before too, spirituality doesn't wait. You can't tell them like, hey, hold on, I gotta do a show. So when that happens, um, we have that takes priority over anything. Even our own plans, our own wants, and things that we feel like we need. It that takes a back seat to spirituality. And sometimes, as fucked up as this sounds, sometimes like I have to take a back seat to Audie's spirituality when she has to go off and do something, and vice versa. Like if I have something to do, she has to take a back seat, and that's something that her and I talked about. We kind of agreed on that because when you take on this responsibility or this duty that we have, um, you can't just back out of it. You can't just be like, no, I tried it, it's not for me. You have to sacrifice. Again, we talked about sacrificing for your family and stuff. We're sacrificing for the world, and sometimes it happens when we least expect it. And I don't like taking a backseat to it. I'm just being honest, but I understand it and I respect it, and I know that that's how it's gonna happen. So see, this is where it gets iffy for me because I don't know if I should go into that part because holy shit, we didn't even talk about that part. Damn it!
Mm.
Wait, can we mute or no?
I
I
have
think.
to. Yeah. Hold on. Let me give give me a second.
Oh shit, you weren't
What?
even there. I'm sorry, you're not at the
No,
computer.
no. I have to go all the way back to the computer from my room.
Oh shit,
No,
sorry,
you're
babe.
good. You're good. I'm halfway there. It's fine.
Sorry, sorry, sorry.
No, you're okay. I gotta keep walking.
Yeah.
Hold on, everyone. Okay, we are back. So go ahead, baby.
So, like I said, when spirituality shows up for both of us, we both take a backseat to each other. So, Audie and I have plans. Like we have a routine, and sometimes we can't do that. We can't be with each other. So we do have to create some distance because she might be sent somewhere, or she might have to do something that I can't do with her, or I can't be there for, or we both get called up for something. So I know you guys are not understanding this. It's fine, but because of that, sometimes things get in the way. Like obviously, we're stronger when we're together. Obviously, we're stronger when we are 100% connected. So when one of us has to go deal with something, it's easy for things to get in the way. Not just like everyday life, modern life, but spiritual stuff. And Audie's gonna talk about something that happened while there was a slight separation between us, and it wasn't like the type of separation that you guys are thinking about. We just there was slight separation between us. We couldn't be with each other 100%. And then you tell them what happened.
Okay, so if you guys have checked out episodes, I want to say like towards the beginning of the year 2023, I was seeing a tarot reader, right? And I have episodes on those. You guys can go check them out early 2023. Um, this tarot reader, like, I I would go to her, she would pull cards for me, and she would tell me to hurriedly write down the things that she says, or what, the cards that she pulls for me. So she would read my love life, uh, career, things like that. And I would read the results on the Why Run podcast live, for entertainment, right? Because I just thought it would be like a really, cool, funny, uh, addition to the Why Run. So, she, long story short, like she pretty much hinted that, I was going to meet someone, and she made hints that I was going to be a wonderful mother. And, she talked about me having children and, things like that. And I just found it entertaining because at that time I was not talking to anyone. I didn't know who the hell she was talking about, things like that. And then Rob and I, we, found each other and started talking, and everything that she had pulled for me in the tarot, like it was pretty much accurate, like it's just wild. But um fast forward a little bit, Rob and I, we got together, I asked him to marry me. We got married, and this tarot reader, like she just quit coming around. Like, of course I would make appointments with her once a month towards the end of the month. Uh, so she would read the next month's tarot for me. And I tried reaching out to her, like a few times. I wasn't like on her to like, get back to me or whatever, but uh we just she just never picked up. She never replied. So I was like, okay, I think she's done, you know, uh reading for me, right? So I didn't know what happened to her. I don't know if she just moved on. I don't know if she just, like passed away. Like, I didn't know what was up with
Mhm.
her and why she left. So I left it right there, went on with my life happily with, Rob and our children. Um,
Can I tell you what I think happened before you move on?
yes.
Because you said that you can't see for me, you can't read me, but for some reason I can read you. And I was telling you things before she was telling you things. Because you and I would talk all the time. You and her would talk once a month. So I was telling you, like, I see this happening for you. And she would more confirm it for me, I guess, validate what I was saying. And for
Hmm.
you, it was like, oh shit, like you guys said the same thing. And I'm like, of course. I can read you. I know what's coming for you. And then, um, so I think because I don't know if people know this, but tarot and all that stuff, those are portals, and some people really do know how to read those things. Other people are just like fucking guessing, and I feel like she did have that connection where she could read you through the cards. So that was a portal, that was a connection from her to you. So when I came in the picture, I pretty much blocked that because I took all your energy, I guess, or I connected completely with you. So she wasn't 100% able to connect with you anymore. I think that that's what happened. And I think she knows that it
Mm,
was because of me. So I think that's why she stopped communicating with you.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So because of what happened this weekend, that slight disconnection because Audie was working and I was working, tell them what happened after that, which I think is funny.
Yeah,
It's funny
guess
but not funny.
who? Right, right. She actually like gave me a call like out of the blue the other day. And with this little separation that Rob and I had, of course I was like down and lonely, like just kind of missing my other half. And you know um we were both just kind of being, I don't want to say pulled away, but we were just both doing what we needed to do spiritually. But of course it's not fun, because Rob is my husband and my best friend, my co-host, just everything. And um my days were quite lonely and boring. But this woman, she calls me out of the blue. And typically, like, when she calls, it's always like, hey, like, just very casual, like, you know what I mean, like nothing fishy going on, like, there's, you know she was a great communicator, right? She didn't sound like that when she called me. That's what was kind of like eerie to me, I guess. um it just felt like she was like hanging over me, like, trying to, the best way that I could describe, even though this was on a telephone, I just kind of felt like she was trying to block the sun from me. Like, it's really weird. Like, she was hovering over me to like shadow
Yeah, she
me.
was trying to block me from you.
Yeah, something to that effect. It just felt really weird because I don't know her to be that way, right? So um as soon as I got on the phone, she's like, "Oh, Adi, hi, like, I was just so worried about you, like, where have you been?" And like, talking like that. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, she just started like reading the tarot on me. And I never reached out to her to be like, "Oh, I need a reading done on me and my husband's marriage." Like, I have never contacted this woman, because when I tried contacting her before, she never reached back out. So this woman started pulling cards on me just automatically. And she was saying like a bunch of good things, right? Like she was like, oh, like this is gonna happen, and you're gonna be good, and blah 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 in this area and this area. And then when she went into the love part of my life, um, she was like, "Oh, you're going through a divorce. I know, honey. I know divorce is hard." And I'm just looking at this bitch like, the fuck are you talking about? And she was just like, you know, I did kind of sense it, these types of things happen, like sometimes, a good man could just fall into your lap, and next thing you know, like he played you for a fool, like she was talking to me like that, and I was like, okay, bitch. Like, and for me, knowing what the situation was, right, because Rob and I, we were separated, and we just had to, do our spiritual work, separately, um whatever. But I just felt like this woman, and this is something that I had to stress to Rob, that I knew, like when I first started going to her, right? And I've been doing the Wine Run podcast for years. I knew that when I reached out to her to do tarot for me, for entertainment purposes, right? I knew that that was going to be the modern side of this woman reading me. You know what I'm saying? Because um she knows that I have abilities, like she knows I'm a spiritual person, but and most of the time, spiritual beings, like like we can't see for ourselves. So there are, we can turn to other healers to heal us, because we all have different abilities from one another. So I just knew that when I got a reading from her, that it was like a modern thing, because I don't allow like other healers to go past a certain point of, you know what I mean, because it's almost like they could learn you enough to like hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So like I've already protected myself, like, you know like years ago, of anyone that I knew that had some sort of ability, psychic ability, or whatever. Like, I'm not stupid. So I play my cards right. I knew that when she reads me,
No pun
it's
intended.
just right. I knew that when she read me, it was gonna be like the modern side of me that she's reading. Because as soon as a psychic says to me, like, oh yeah, like a man's gonna come along, and you're gonna have this, and you're gonna have that, and it's like, well, technically, in the spiritual world, I'm not meant to have a husband. I'm not meant to have children. I like my purpose is to be alone for the rest of my life. So when she was saying like, oh, a man's coming and blah blah blah, like I knew it was just the modern side. So when she was saying like, oh, I kind of knew it, like blah blah blah, and I'm just like, look, bitch, like you're reading a side of me that my husband dislikes, because the modern side of me, it does kind of hinder the spiritual side of me sometimes. um but it's like, I mean, like all of us, like all of you, I'm trying to harness, better myself to have better control of my modern life. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But for her to be like, oh, like, oh, I know divorce is hard, or blah blah blah, like how could she emphasize that much sorrow in something like that and not praise me on my successes. Does that make sense? Like she wasn't like, oh yeah, you're gonna be successful. This is gonna happen to you, and oh, good job, blah 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 blah. Oh, but you're getting a divorce. Oh, you know what? Like kind of weighing more
Mhm.
in on the bad news, and it's just like, well, I'll trade all of that to hear you praise me over and over and over and over and over of all my successes you say that I'm gonna have. Like, why are you putting a lot more
Yeah.
into my so-called divorce? um and I pretty much bitched her out because I was just like, who the fuck are, like, you hit me up out of the fucking blue just to tell me that I'm getting a divorce and you feel sorry for me and that it's hard and all of this other shit. Like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, this is just like way out of like what I want to, like, no, I never even asked you for a reading. I don't hear from you. You don't return my calls or text messages, or like, you just wanted to stop working for me. So I never, like, where's this shit coming from? And I just felt like this is some kind of like different kind of jealousy, if it is jealousy. But just the way that she was like wording and behaving, I was just like, wow. Like, okay. So when I hung up on her and I blocked her, um I, like, right then I was thinking like, she was another one that has been watching us.
Yeah.
She's been watching us spiritually through the tarot, through the portal.
Yeah.
Like, she's been watching me without, like, again, not calling me back, not messaging me back. Like, she was intentionally like, and I'm not gonna say watching over me. That's different. And I had to
Mm.
say that to Rob as well. I said, you know what? I said, to this day, I still pray for people that came to me asking me for help in the past, that I helped, that still believe in me, you know um just keeping up on the prayers that I sent out for them, just making sure that the prayer is still holding strong, things like that. I said, I have never, like, if somebody came to me asking me if they had some kind of illness, like, like, just a like a health issue, right? I am not going to check in on my clients' personal love life. I will never try to tap in to things that they have never approached me or asked me about, right? And see, with the tarot, it's like love, life, money, career, it's all of those things, right? Those are very personal things. But it just kind of seemed out of line. Like, if I was really having legit trouble in my marriage, why couldn't she just have said, like how she says in her other readings, like, oh, you guys are going through a rough patch right now, like, it could be a divorce, but you know maybe if you guys like work it out, or like, things should be fine, or like, oh yeah, like, breakups or divorce is hard, but yeah, you guys, you're going through a rough patch. See, like, that's a reading, like, that's, keeping it on the surface, not being like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, yeah, I know it's hard, but you know what, like, it just comes and then it like goes, and like, oh, like, I feel so sorry for you. And it was just like, she was saying it almost like she was trying to rub it in my face and like be happy about it.
Yeah.
That's what I found weird. But I always leave room for I could be wrong, like because like I know what I felt. I know what I heard. I know what the fuck that looks like. And I know how she reads people. I know when she feels bad for people. And this was not her feeling bad for me. It was more like, oh, I knew it. I knew it. And it was almost like, so what are you going to do now? And that's kind of creepy because it's just like, stay with my husband, like it was just like, I don't know, like, what are you gonna do now and don't say the wrong thing?
Yeah.
That's why I had to push that bitch back off of me. Get this bitch like to quit hovering over me. But
Yeah.
I really did feel like she's been spying on us through the tarot.
Yeah.
And that is something I've never asked her to do. Me as a healer, I don't do that to my clients. If they really wanted me to ask them about their marriages or their sex life or their significant other, or like I would only look into that and like give them the answers, give them solutions, like cover up the loopholes. And if you need anything else, you know where to find me, and I will keep praying for you, and that's it. I'm not gonna stalk them or like look into their shit or rig things to work in my favor so that they can come back to me, and I can be nosy and you know uh um direct their lives, dictate their lives, like that's wrong. You should never fucking use your abilities that way. But I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
overstepping.
that's why I feel like she's actually abusing the tarot.
Yeah. It
So
kind of gives me that energy. Like, if I was to tell someone that I trust and be like, hey, I can't get to my tablet right now. Can you log into my bank account? I'll give you my information because I trust them, right? I trust them that they're gonna get into my account, tell me what I need to know, and get out. But this is like they're writing the fucking information down just in case, or like, like, oh,
mhm.
let me check up on your account a couple times here and there. Like, let's see what you got going on. It's like, dude, I trusted you to do this for me. I trust you, but now I can't. And with her, it seems like because there's, like I said, we did talk about this before. There's been times where we were like, okay, not that we were like, hey, we should get divorced, but we were like, oh shit, are we gonna even make it through this? Are we gonna make it to the 1 year anniversary? We talked about this, I think, in the last show.
Mhm.
So why not reach out to you then? Why now?
Let me say something really fast because I know
Yeah,
people they're just gonna jump cut to make it sound like what they think that they heard.
yeah,
That's a fear, people. It's a fear. That doesn't mean that it's like that's exactly where we think it was gonna go. Does that make sense,
yeah,
babe?
yeah,
Like when you say like, oh, we don't even know if we're gonna make it a year. Like people are just like, oh, so they were thinking about breaking up. Oh my god, like, and it's like, no, that's just a fucking fear. It's
yeah.
a thought. It's not like, oh, that's just the only way to, you know what
Mm,
I'm saying? But I just have to clarify because I don't like how modern things sound
yeah.
because that's the thing that I don't like. You and I we're not. I mean, we're
There
modern to
is
a
no
point, but
divorce.
we don't like the modern words because
Yeah,
modern words it makes shit worse than the spiritual side of a conversation.
yeah.
I don't
There
know if
is
that
no
makes
divorce.
sense. There is no
There,
such thing as divorce.
no.
In spirituality,
And I
there's
think
not.
that, like you said, why do you sound like that?
Sound
Shit.
like what?
I don't know. Anyway,
Oh
so
my god.
oh shit, it threw me off. Oh,
Really?
in the yes, in the modern world, people think like, okay, I'm gonna get married and it's forever and it's that's what we're doing, and then shit hits the fan and they're like, oh well, we tried and let's get a divorce. Even if they say divorce is not an option, it is an option. In spirituality, there is no fucking end. There is no divorce. There is no thank you God for this gift, but I don't want it. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
people
Yeah.
people don't understand people because there are people out there that joke with this shit. They talk about like, oh, I'm a spiritual healer, but then they're abusing their powers and they will get stripped. When and again, we started this whole conversation with us talking about how when she has to go do something, I step back. I respect that. When I have to go do something, she respects that. She steps back. Obviously, there's that disconnection, separation, but it's not like, oh, we're getting a divorce. Like, how could you leave me behind? We can't do that. That's not. We can't react like modern people. Now, when it comes to spiritual stuff, now if it was like, because I know that there's people wondering like, why the hell are you still in California and why is she still in Arizona? That's nobody's business, first of all. But we have responsibilities as well in the modern life or in the modern part that do keep us apart from us for some time. Obviously, we want to be together. We want to be physically together all the time. That's not possible right now. And we understand that. And for other people, they would be like, oh, well, of course it's like you must be out there cheating or she must be out there cheating because everybody cheats and, there's temptation. And I'm, I don't have time to fucking look at other females. I don't have time to talk to other females. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. All my free time is with Audie whenever she's free. I'm not gonna take her away from her stuff that she needs to do too. I understand that part. So, but divorce is not an option for us. So when I did say like, oh, there was a time where I was like, oh shit, are we even gonna make it? That again, like you said, it was the fear of like, oh shit, are we modern? Like, what's
Mm-hmm.
happening right now? It wasn't like, okay, yeah, it's over, and like I don't want to be with you anymore. That's not again, it's not an option. But that's why I was thinking like, that one time that happened, why didn't she reach out then? Because it wasn't again, like you said, it wasn't separation. This time because we were working, we had to separate. A slight separation. Again, I'm not saying that we were broken up or anything. People are gonna fucking misread this and be like, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
shit, they almost broke up."
Right.
They're gonna clip it and be like, "Look, they said it themselves." No, that's not what we're saying. But that's how she took it, and that's another thing. We always feel people's negativity towards us, towards our marriage. We know that there's people that don't like the fact that we are together, and that's a fact. And I could give you names, but you guys might not know it. They know who they are. They're like me. Yes, you. she I feel like was like okay. Somebody took a person because okay, even people that do tarot and people that do psychic readings, they're not 100% right all the time. There's gonna be times where they do have a strong connection with the client. I think she had a strong connection with you. Her to you, not you to her. So she was like, oh shit, something came between me and my client. Like validation. It's not even about the money, it's about validation. So she obviously doesn't like that, right? So in the slightest little fucking energy that she felt that there was a separation, she was like, oh, this is the time. I can get her back. Doesn't that sound like jealousy? Isn't that what we've been feeling? There's always been a female energy that's hovering over us that won't leave us alone. And of course, like we've been like, oh, is it one of my exes or is it somebody that doesn't like you or like what's going on? And we feel you, and I'm sure if we wanted to find who you are, we could. But again, they always expose themselves. I feel like she did that. She came out and said, "Hey, it's me.
Yeah,
I'm the
pretty
one that's been
much.
hovering over you guys this whole time. I'm the one that's using this ability, this portal to read you guys." Well, obviously you failed because we're not separated. We're not getting a fucking divorce. What the hell is that? But
Mm-hmm.
at least now we know. Now we know. And yeah, it is fucked up. She did overstep. And, you know, you severed that connection. Because again, when you do know, when you do find out, and this has happened before, and like I said, people have come back, and I'm like, oh no, fuck you. Now the spotlight's on you. I know how to work on you now, how to keep you away from me. Um, People are gonna expose themselves, and we have to be patient. At least me. You're like, no, I don't fucking want to be patient. Sometimes we have to be,
Yeah, I'm not
but
patient.
at least now we know, and you already dealt with that. And I know that you and I talked about this earlier that we do feel like we that energy. I know that again there are other people, so it's not completely gone, but it's less intense for me, and at least I can speak for you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're just like,
I just got too
F
quiet.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was like straight up confirmation for me. Like it was just like, oh, okay, you're probably that female that comes through the telephone because
Hmm.
like especially you, like me, I don't fucking hear that well.
You
Like
think it's
the
the? I'm sorry. What?
no, I was just gonna say that like when I did deliveries this last time, you heard a female's voice come
Yeah.
through the phone, and I
Yeah.
was like, I didn't say anything. So
Clear
like,
as day too.
well, I didn't hear it. He heard it, but
Yeah.
when Rob and I are having intimacy, like sometimes I will feel a female energy like watching us.
Yeah.
And the feeling wasn't like sometimes it would be anger, but like the majority of the time it's almost like not really like jealousy, but just kind of like oh, that's how she has sex. Like how someone has like
Mm,
a curiosity of like
yeah. I was gonna say.
like you look at someone and you're just like, oh damn, I wonder how they sex.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's more like that, like oh, that's how she sexes. Like that's how
Something's
she
touching my
fucks. Like that's
finger.
how she huh?
I said something's touching my finger.
Right now?
Yeah.
Eh, see, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, um, it's almost that impression, like when guys say, like, "I wonder what that mouth do."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and then it's like, "Oh shit, that's what that mouth
Yeah.
do." That's how she does it, or it was that kind of energy, and then it would leave.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells me, like, I don't know who the fuck would be curious about how I sex and it being a female.
I I know
Oh my god.
who.
But
Um,
to me, it's just weird because like who has that kind of curiosity? You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm,
it's a lot more different when you see two couples and are like, oh, they're two couples, so I know they're fucking. But there's no curiosity like, oh, I wonder how they like it. Or I wonder how she
yeah,
likes it. I wonder how he does it. Like I don't go that far. Like, oh, okay, you guys are together. Oh, well, obviously you guys are fucking. Okay, goodbye.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's some marriages and some couples, relationships that don't have sex. They're sexless relationships.
Yeah, and then they go on stalking you.
No, what I was
checking
gonna say
out
is,
checking out your IG and liking that one reel. I keep saying it.
no,
Go
if you're
ahead,
gonna
baby.
like one, go ahead and like them all, man. Support the channel. I know you hate to listen, but you love to check
Mm.
it out. Anyway, so what I was gonna
Mm.
say is that whooshing sound. Remember that?
Hmm.
Do you think that that's like the cards
That's
shuffling the
Star
cards?
Trek Voyager flying, racing through the stars. That's what that wishing sound is. Anyway, go ahead, baby.
No, I
See,
think
it's
it's the
all making
cards.
sense, huh?
I think it's the shuffling of the cards. Cause when you shuffle the cards, they make that
Um,
sound. That
yeah, but like you let me hear it one time and it sounded like sand. It
mm,
sounded like pouring sand in the wind. That's what it
mm,
sounds like. That doesn't
true.
sound like shuffling to me. Maybe to you, because you hear it a lot more often. So maybe, different times, like it started to sound more like shuffling. But that one time that you let me hear it, it sounded like
Yeah.
sand. So, I mean, it could be the shuffling of the tarot, but I didn't hear that one time that you let me hear it.
Mhm.
Cause I'm like, cause you just say whooshing sound, and I'm thinking wind. But then when you let me
Yeah,
hear
because that's
it,
what
it
it sounds
sounded like pouring sand in the wind.
like. Oh.
Yeah, it was weird.
Well, you did hear it through the phone too, so maybe I should. Damn it! I just removed it from my phone. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's all good.
It's on the it's on the drive, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just a thought. Maybe that's when.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think the person that we thought was coming through with the whooshing sound. I think that that person thinks about it more than how often that comes through. Does that make sense?
I think so.
I think if it was that person, it would be way more often than it is. Not the tarot reader, the other person that we thought.
Well, you're the only one hearing it, so I'm thinking that this person is attached to you, knows you, you know them, and has a
Maybe I'm just
connection,
reading
trying
them.
to communicate with you.
No, maybe I'm
Like,
just catching them.
oh shit, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12,
Oh
12,
shit!
12.
I see it. I see it.
Yay.
Wasn't there something else we were gonna talk about?
Um, 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 I don't know. I think that was it. I mean, I mean, to me, this is like a never ending thing, and it's not just with us. It's like with other people. People being jealous of one another. People being. Oh, okay. Well, there's something that I did want to touch on. Um, I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about like they were trying to I guess figure out like why do uh in their scenario they were talking about women. Why do women like like move in on their best friend's exes, right? So the whole thing was, like one woman like dated a dude, they broke up, couple years go by, she goes with another man, they get married, have children, whatever. And all that time, the her friend, like, they're both females, right? Like, they're best friends. She'll
Mm-hmm.
the friend will go to the the wife, right? Like, she'll go and she'll be like, hey, like, your ex dude is trying to get at me, and I'm just wondering if it's all right, with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it gonna bother you if, like, we start talking? And it's just up to the female. It's up to like, how in love she is with her new dude and her new life and her children. And is she really gonna give a fuck that her friend, her best friend, is fucking around with her ex, right?
Yeah.
So, um and it just goes into that whole, like, females, whether you're friends or not, but like females, they just kind of like, they just walk and watch, stalk and pray, and like, like, and they're seeing, like, how how these men, whether it's your ex or like your now husband, is treating you, right? And it don't even dawn to them or make sense to them that maybe you're just a good woman, like, you're just a good person, you're a good individual. Otherwise, why is this bitch her friend? You know what I mean? But it's like why do women, why do single women want a married man? And they were having a debate about this, and one of the things that one of the women came out and said was that they don't want a single man, unless the single dude got money, he's well established, he got material shit to take care of the bitch, right? But the single woman will look at and stalk, and again stalk and prey on a married dude, because she she sees what the husband is doing to provide for his wife, like
Mm-hmm.
he's loving her, taking care of her, like, shopping sprees, if any, was it chauffeuring her around,
I have so many
listening
questions.
to her, and like all of these things, right? What?
I say I have so many questions.
Okay, well, let me finish real quick.
Okay.
Like, you don't have questions, you got remarks, smart ass remarks. You better stop.
I got both, baby.
Oh my god.
Got a big ass back. I got a big ass sack for you, baby.
Hell
No, you want to give
yeah.
them a show?
Let's
So they don't
go.
have to use
Shit.
cards.
Shit, I'm
They don't have to
ready.
use tarot. No,
Right.
focus.
Man,
What
just
were
have
you
to pull
saying?
it to the side.
What were you saying, babe?
No, that's why a single woman kind of like looks at the married man, because she sees that these married men are good men, and women, they want a good man, but they just think that they could just run in and take from
That
the
man.
other woman.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Oh shit. I thought you were done. Sorry.
No, yeah, I am done. What's up?
Okay. So, is there an like you have a girlfriend, a homegirl, whatever. What do you guys call each other? Best friends, right? Female best friend. Is there any um scenario in which it's okay for your best friend to date an ex of yours, or is it like off limits for you?
Um,
Because I think it depends on the person. I don't give a shit about what my exes do. If a friend of mine wants to date an ex of mine, go ahead. It's your turn anyway.
good luck.
Good luck. Don't come crying to me. But no, what I was gonna say is, oh, okay, go answer. Is it completely off limits to you?
I don't. Oh, like a no go.
Yeah, like there's no
I
excuse,
think
there's no
I
reason,
think it
there's
would
nothing.
depend on like how good of a friend they are, because another thing that they brought up too was that um like like all that time that when I was with my ex, you was secretly like eyeing
I
my
don't think that
dude.
that's necessarily the truth though,
But
because
it does happen though. Like that would
yeah,
come to that. I'm just saying, like, that would come to my mind. Like,
yeah.
was you liking my dude when I was with him? Like, were you like scoping him out and checking
I
him
think
out
see
and
that's why I
shit?
think it depends on how long after you guys broke up that person went and tried to like hook up with them or talk to them or whatever,
Mm.
or began getting interested in that person. I feel like if it's right after or it's months, weeks, whatever, then yeah, it's like you were checking them out before. I feel like if it's years and you're already way past that relationship, then maybe they fucking ran into each other and they were like, "Oh shit, I remember you." Like, "Oh yeah,
They would
you're
have
cool."
to be like a really good friend of mine, because if someone is my ex, because I'm not friends with my exes. But if
Mhm.
you're a good friend of mine, and if you say like, "Oh, well, me and your ex, like, we're kind of talking or whatever," I think it would just depend on like how long me and homegirl, like
Yeah.
how long we get, like how long we've known each other, like how strong our bond is, like how tight we are and
Wouldn't it
things
be
like that,
more
to where I would be like I don't give a fuck if you guys date. I just know this motherfucker and he better not be treating you like shit like how he did me.
so? Or
But no, I wouldn't give a fuck.
wouldn't it wouldn't it be more important to be like how deep was your relationship with this person? Because if it was just a fling or if it was just a hookup or yeah, you guys dated for a month or two, then whatever, you didn't fall in love with them. But if you were with them for years and then you guys didn't work out, broke up, and now your best friend wants to date them, then that that's questionable. But another thing that
Mm.
we're not considering, what if this is like a small town, so it's like slim pickings and shit? What if it's like, you know, four or
Like,
five
bitch, you
people
better
in the
move and
town?
get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah,
I don't want to see
true.
that shit.
Okay, so that's another thing that I would say. If like my best friend came and said, "Hey, focus, focus,"
Yes, babe.
and my friend came to me and said, "Hey, I ran into your ex or whatever, and I want to start talking to her." I would be like, "Okay, that's fine. I don't care what you do with her, whatever. I don't want to know, but don't bring that person into my life now because there's not gonna be no double dates. There's not gonna be like you bringing your now person to my house for a cookout. Does that make sense?
For sure. Yeah, we're
So like
yes.
our friendship is obviously gonna um take a hit,
Like, don't
and
bring
it's
that
not
hoe
because
around me.
right, and it's not because I still care about that person. It's just I'm not gonna bring that person into my new life, into
True.
my new person, my new home
Right.
or whatever. So it's like, okay, you made the choice to be with that person while you're with that person. Don't come around here. Or don't bring them around here. Don't expect a double date. Don't expect us all to hang out because you know our past. We do have a
Mm,
past, and I'm not going to make my current husband or wife or whatever the situation is uncomfortable
mm.
bringing an ex into the picture.
Yeah, I agree.
So there's different reasons why, I guess. Shit, have at it. Go ahead. You'll find
Mm.
out. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I don't
wouldn't.
care.
I don't think I would care either, because, exes of my past, like I don't fucking feel shit for them like
Yeah.
anymore. Um but I would be like, yo sis, you know my you know my backstory with this piece of shit, and you really want to give this motherfucker a whirl. Like
What if he changed
now
it?
the both of you out of my life. You know what I'm saying?
What if he
But
changed? What if
um
after you broke up with him or he broke up
my
with you,
feelings aren't
whatever?
gonna change. I'm not gonna be like, you know what, I still remember you as a piece of shit. You're still a piece of shit. This is my,
Uh,
you know,
this is
because
my best friend. You better not hurt her.
mm,
Type of shit.
well, true that, but like I said, like, do like are me and homegirl tight enough to where I would give a fuck if she got hurt or not? Because they're like, you can have like friends or like acquaintances and like not give a fuck of what happens to them because they made a
Right.
choice. But like if we was like really really cool, like if something happened to you to the point where like I would cry over you, then yeah, I would be like, yeah, like be careful with this dude and like don't hurt my friend. But if it was just
Mhm.
someone like, okay, you fucking do what you fuck who you wanna fuck, you know, like you haven't got laid in like how many years? Yeah, go on for it, go on, you know, like.
You're gonna
But
be disappointed, but go for it. Go for it.
yeah, I don't think I could even like, I mean, as much as I like drama that's not my own and I like gossip that's not my own, I don't think I would I don't think I would have like the stomach or the curiosity to be like, so like what did you guys do? Where did you guys go? Like did he
Right.
forget his wallet again and you had to pay for dinner? You know, like did he like pretend to be so damn drunk that he can't make it home and he crashed at your crib? Now he's secretly moving in and he's not
Oh
leaving.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, I'm just saying like I don't think
Yeah,
I
see,
would
it does
want to
make the
know
friendship
because
better.
it would just piss me off because I'd be like, man, bitch, you say yes. You
Right.
say yeah. You know, and I would just like you, like don't bring that motherfucker around here because
Yeah, definitely don't bring them around. There's
that's
not
what
gonna
I'm
be no
saying.
fucking friends night at the fucking movies or some shit.
Hell no. If there is such thing, man, you're paying for all of us. We're all gonna fucking leave our wallets at home.
You owe me.
Hmm. But no, like I mean, if I'm already married and if I have kids, like yeah, don't bring that
There
mess.
was something that I saw. I guess it's about celebrities, so I don't know if you wanna know or not. But the scenario is that there was a couple that were dating. The guy was friends with the other guy, but they weren't like best friends. They were like friends in the industry. They worked together, and then the guy got with another female, and then that guy, the friend or whatever, got with the ex. And years later, people are like, "Oh, what do you think about them getting engaged?" And it's like, why the fuck should I care? He's not my
Mm,
friend. She's not my. I don't love her. I don't care what she does with her life. I'm already married with someone else. I don't care. So
mm-hmm.
why does that person's opinion matter?
Man, people they
Like,
just
and
want you to be so fucked up in your feelings. Like they just want like, oh well, how do you feel about it? And then they watch your face expression so closely. Like
right.
they just wanna see that one teardrop fall the fuck out of your eye. Like and then just be like,
I got
oh
allergies.
yeah.
I got leaky eye. Okay, I got an infection.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I just I've like I said, I've had like interview coaching and like there's just fucking questions that you just don't even answer. And you could just be
Mm,
like for me, I was coached a certain way, but my answer was always like, I'm not talking about that right now. Like I don't have to give you shit. I don't even have to be nice about it. Like I'm not
yeah.
answering that. Just don't bring that piece
Is
of
that
shit
what they
around
said
me.
though?
What?
Is that what they say when somebody asks you a question that you don't want to answer? You say, "Oh, I'm not answering that right now."
Yeah,
Mm.
I wasn't shy about it. Like I would get in trouble because it would like, oh, there's a more professional way to say that, and I'm just like, what about the straight up way that I just don't want to answer that? It's none of their fucking business.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, this is why you're not getting much interviews. And I'm like, just as long as I'm getting DJ jobs, like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Fuck interviews.
Yeah.
but
True.
but because of that attitude that I had, like I had a lot of supporters.
Let's see. Cut off for the recording
Oh shit.
or
Can
the
you hear
test.
me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. No, everything's still working.
Okay.
No, but I was just saying that like
You should teach me how to answer questions. No comment. I plead the
if
fifth.
some if somebody asks you
You sound white.
about
I am.
Marshmallow Lady,
Oh my god.
yeah, you know how you can flip that real quick.
How?
You say, "Fun fact."
Fun fact. Damn it! I did have a fun fact for you guys. Should I save it
Mm,
for Friday?
will you remember on Friday?
Maybe not.
Okay, well, go
It's
ahead
fine.
and lay it on us.
No, because it's completely out of left field. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?"
Babe,
That's
you
how my
do that
brain
all the
works.
time. You know what? We will
Exactly.
be in the middle of intimacy and he will throw a fucking fun fact at me.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, you did. You just did
No.
that like
When?
this early evening.
When? What was the fun
You were
fact?
like yo, like can I say something and like fuck up the whole mood?
And what was it though? Because I forgot. See, my brain. It's not brainy right now.
I kind of forgot to.
Oh no, 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 no! Don't bring it up. Fuck that. No, don't say that. You can't say that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
Now
no,
I
no, no, no,
remember.
no,
Now I
no,
remember.
no,
You
no.
know
You
what
can't.
this man said? Just
No,
kidding.
nope.
Yes,
No
babe.
comment. I plead the
Yes,
fifth.
babe. Yeah, man, this is your time to throw a fun fact.
Fun fact: you suck. Not you, the other person.
Oh my
Oh man.
gosh. Hmm.
Do you know? eh, Maybe you know since you were in the industry. Do they have like an ugly people convention?
Well,
Ugly con. I'm gonna invent that shit if it's not a thing. If it's not a thing coming to you in 2025, we're gonna have ugly con.
okay,
Hosted by
what
Cashapp.
would qualify as ugly other
You
than
just gotta
the
be ugly.
standard? Oh my
Be
god.
ugly, be single, obviously.
Oh shit.
You just gotta be single
You
and
know
ugly.
what?
We're gonna play matchmaker.
That would be interesting. Like seeing a lot of uglies rejecting uglies.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Remember what was it?
Oh, it
What was that
happened.
TV
Trust me.
show like in the 90s?
A
What
dating
was
show?
it? Yeah, the dating show. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that show. That show was like
Is that the one that the game came out on? The first one, the game?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah? Shit.
Yep. Man, where they hide behind that screen or whatever, and then they talk or they ask questions
Blind
like,
date.
"Oh, what
Wasn't it
would
blind
you
date?
do?" No, it wasn't blind date.
No?
It was a dating
You
game.
know which game? Again, I'm just being random.
Oh
You know
my
which game I
god.
think I would be good at?
Oh
Pyramid.
shit. What?
I think Pyramid. If that's the one I'm thinking about, that they ask you a bunch of questions, like you got 30 seconds to answer it, I think I would be good at that.
I don't even know what. I'm gonna have to YouTube it.
Yeah. You're sitting there, it's kind of like charades, I guess, but they
Yeah.
have, I think, a card and it says something and they have to kind of describe it, but they can't give you too much, and you got 30 seconds to guess it.
Hmm.
I think that was Pyramid. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm
Hold on,
wrong.
I'm looking it up right now.
I just remember
Is it where like
the
everything's red and there's like a bunch of triangles?
no, I think it's white.
Uh,
No, shit, I'm probably
I
wrong.
don't know. Was it like? Did it come out like in the 90s?
Yeah, I think
Is it
so.
where two people sit down in front of each other with a
Yes,
microphone? Okay,
yeah.
I'm seeing it. Interesting. I wonder what game show I'd be good at.
All
You
of
know
them.
what? I think I would
Trivia.
be good on. No, I suck at trivia.
See,
Yes, I don't know shit.
you know a lot of
No,
man.
I don't. I don't know shit. Trust me. I'm
You
telling
can
you,
just read it.
our team would lose
You can read it
because
on
of
people.
me. Huh?
You can read it on people. Just
But
cheat.
that's not
That's what people
trivia.
do.
That's like a guessing game.
Oh, that's kind of true.
I think I would be good at you know that show that's called Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah,
With Ryan Stiles.
yeah,
Like yeah, I think I would be I don't know if that's games, it's just comedians, but I think I would be like really good at that game or that
yeah.
show. Cause I like because I used to be in drama class and like
Hmm.
we used to do like a lot of skits like just off the top of our minds and we had to be like very dramatic, expressive and like funny and we had to use a lot of our imagination and like just yeah, like I fucking love it. I think I'd be good at that
Yeah,
being like a comedian.
yes. You are very funny. Even though
I
you
don't
don't
think I'm
believe
that
me.
funny. I think I'm
Oh, yes.
annoying, but I don't think I'm
No, stop
funny.
it.
I'm just saying.
The one I'm pulling up is a 100,000 pyramid, but I don't
Yeah,
remember it
that's what I
being
saw
called
too.
that. Being called that,
Maybe
and
it's a
I
re up.
don't know. There's a bunch of different ones. Pyramid. I think it was just called Pyramid. With Donny
Pyramid.
Osmond, Donny Osmond.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I just know that you would sit in front of someone and you would have to guess what they were looking at.
Hmm.
I think. Did you ever watch the Deal or No Deal game?
I kind of did.
I was kind of good at that.
So was
Like,
that like
do it.
trivia or
Um, no, I think they would have like two briefcases, and I'm assuming that they knew what was in each one of them. So they would offer you one, and you would be like, you would pick between them, and you would be like, I want that one. And then they would offer you something so that you could give up your briefcase for another one. So you're kind of taking the chance that you're not gonna get shit, or that you're gonna get something good. But see, I would cheat because I would use my abilities, and I think maybe that's what I was doing. Like, take the one on the left. Take suitcase number two.
Oh, I know what game I think I would be good at. Is that shopping game. Isn't that called The
Oh,
Price is
shopping
Right?
spree.
Is it?
Which one? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where everyone runs around with a shopping cart and they're just
Oh, that's shop.
like
Isn't that spree?
10,000. I don't even know.
Are they inside of a grocery store?
Yeah, it's like a pretend grocery store.
Oh,
And then
then
they
yeah, I
like run
think it's
around
called
and
spree.
yeah, I think I think that game is
Hell
cool.
yeah, hell yeah. Shit. Did we tell them how we went to the grocery store and you got a bunch of shit for $7? I was like, what the fuck? I was expecting it to be like $20. She was like seven something. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was fun. And he really was surprised.
Oh, yeah. I was shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
were.
was like, oh shit, she made a
I was
mistake.
loving it.
Hurry, babe, pay, pay, let's go. Hurry before she figures it out.
Whatever. And then I threw you the receipt, and then you were like, holy shit, everything does cost that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of suck at no, I'm good at finding the sales and stuff, the deals, but I suck at like gauging how much. I'm like, yes, I need this, and yes, I need that, and I only got like $20, and it's already gonna be 40 in the cart, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta take out the sourdough bread. Oh shit, I forgot to buy sourdough bread.
Bread, bread.
Bread. Man. Did you play a lot of like board games and shit when you were a kid?
Not a lot.
Me neither.
The only like my favorite game though is Monopoly. I
I was
spent
gonna say that's
three months and some weeks on one game.
what the hell.
It was so much fun. We were just taking each other's money and property.
Oh
Yeah, that
shit.
was the longest Monopoly game I've ever played. It was 3 months and some weeks.
Damn.
Hmm.
That's the only one that I've
And
tried to play.
oh,
Well,
you never played it like all the way?
I did, but I don't know. I was like fake money for fake buildings. Fuck this. It's supposed to take me away from reality, not put me in it.
Shit, man, we thought we was really living that way. We thought we was really
Yeah.
living a life. And it was funny
Yeah.
too because like we would like we would put the game aside or whatever, and then like yeah, we would just walk out the house like we were just big pimping. Like that shit was funny. Like
Waving
shit.
around your fake money.
Like shit, I own like
Slapping it.
10 buildings, 5 properties.
Yeah.
Shit, I made bail and I got to go past go.
Shit.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that's all me right there. Keep it simple. Oh no, we lost Rob. Oh no. Oh shit, you know what? I think we lost internet maybe. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're done with this episode. Probably got probably got cut off. All right, hold on. Trying to make it back to my. Oh yeah, I think it got cut. Oh no, let me see. Let's refresh. Refresh. Okay, let's hit him back and see if we get him.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
You cut off.
By your white boy voice. Does it still on my end it says that we're still streaming. Like we're still
I
live.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's still good for me
Cool.
too.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, are we done anyway? Is that everything?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we can talk all night, but I don't think people want to hear it.
Mm-mm.
They're talking about fucking board games now. Fuck. Cringe.
Hey, board games are fun.
Yeah.
Don't cheat, cheaters. Now I'm trying to see something.
And I said that I
Something.
forgot to get sourdough bread. I really did. And now I added it to my cart. I checked out.
You just did
I
your
got
shopping right now?
yeah,
Oh shit.
I got delivery for tomorrow.
I have to do mine for the next location pickup. 4 hours
Mm.
away, but I'm not gonna say. Oh, that rhymed.
Oh.
Oh,
Did I tell you that I'm gonna be head of household for the next few days?
you did not tell me this.
Yeah, 'cause I did not know until today. But yeah, I'm gonna have to be an adult, babe.
Oh, I know.
I don't want to be an adult.
Aw. I don't want to go to Melikai.
I love when you say it.
That's exactly how you sound.
That's how I said it.
Yes. You're like, I don't want to go to Melikai. Mm-hmm. That was funny.
No, don't be haters, people. It's okay. You can find something like what we have. Just gotta stick through it. You can't be. Oh fuck, never mind.
What?
I was gonna say you can't be married 1 week and then the next week be calling each other a whore and stuff like that.
Oof. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
The truth.
Even if you feel like that about the person that you were with, you don't go on a public place and talk shit about them like that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if, uh, maybe they're that delusional that they feel like we're never gonna be back together, even though everybody else knows that they will.
Yeah. And then they get pissed off when people actually like say it to them. And then they're just like, what the fuck do you know, bro?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Like, no.
I know a lot. Stop buying naked pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Stop paying for pictures and posting them like they actually sent you a naked picture. How much did it cost you, bro?
Mm-hmm. True that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're done. Are you
Yeah, I'm
done?
getting pretty. Are you done? Yes.
Let's go play Monopoly, babe, so I can beat you.
Yes. We shall see. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take and own everything you got, and then I'm gonna own you, sure.
More? You want more?
Mm-hmm.
Which one's the one that's super expensive? Is it Parkway or something like that?
What?
The
Tell
you
me
played this you played this game for 3 months and you don't know
You
what it's
said
called? Parkway.
Parkway? I never heard of Parkway.
Isn't it something park
Wait.
that's super expensive?
Uh. Oh, I think so. Wasn't it like two
Probably.
squares or something?
I think so. I don't know.
Oh my god. You know
She's
what?
a
This
professional here.
shit. I haven't played Monopoly since like high school.
You know what I like and it's fucking stupid? I like to
What?
play this checkers.
Oh, I love checkers.
I wish I could play um chess, but I don't have the patience for that.
Huh?
I don't have I don't have
You
the
see?
patience to play chess
Oh
on like the game. I know how to play chess in real life though.
shit. You want to know who's the real Lisa Simpson? My mom.
Yeah.
My mom. She was such a nerd. She was always in the library, and like she actually played the saxophone. And she was really
Oh
good at
shit.
chess. Yeah.
You're telling me that I have somebody that can teach me how to play chess?
She don't remember
Eh,
nothing.
how do you know?
Because I
Man,
asked
that's
her,
it.
I'm like, "Do you know how to play the saxophone still?" And she's like, "No."
Maybe she's just embarrassed to do it in front of you.
I know someone in my family that plays the cello.
I'll be like, Mom, guess what I got? You know what? Christmas is coming up. I'm gonna get her a chessboard. I'm gonna play chess with
You're just gonna play it like normal checkers.
her. Yes,
And then forget who is who and what is what.
yes, yes.
Shit. I want all the bigger pieces. All the bigger pieces are mine.
I wanna play dominoes. Nobody wants to play dominoes with me.
Oh, I fucking love dominoes.
Okay,
We're
that's
playing
it. We're playing.
dominoes. Yeah, we're playing
Mhm.
dominoes. Domino.
Yes.
Yo, shit, I'm down.
Tic tac toe.
Yes.
See
Tic-a-tac-a-toe.
what the hell?
What?
It's like we don't even know each other. We're just discovering each other. Like,
Well, you know how
this is
many
how we
years
flirt.
we of being divorced,
Oh yeah.
right? Yeah.
See, that's the only I would play divorce with you just to fall back in love with
Aw,
you.
you're
That's it. It's
so
over. Hi, Audie.
sweet.
I'm gonna break up with you right now so I can get back with you right now.
Well, fuck you, Just Rap.
I can't say fuck you, but it's over. Hi, Audie. I like your show. I'm a super fan.
Oh shit, it's
I
moving
heard I
kind of
get
fast.
exclusive. I heard I get exclusive phone calls with you if I'm a super
Oh,
fan.
yeah, you do. What's up?
Yeah. They also told me it was a trap. Is it true? I'm
Man,
already
he's
in a boss.
moving too fast for me.
That's what she said.
Oh my god, shit. I'm gonna pass out. I need
Checkmate.
food.
Checkmate.
Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm gonna wake up my parents.
No, 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 don't wake him up. Let's end the show and go to bed. I haven't. I slept 2 hours. Did you know that?
You slept 2 hours?
Yes.
Oh, babe, yeah, you did.
Yes, it did.
Man, and you stayed up after I called you.
Yeah.
Oh, babe,
I've been up
yeah,
all day.
you have to go to sleep.
Yep. I'm not even tired, to be honest. I got all this energy.
Man, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, and of course, I don't have anything to eat. But I'll find
Let's go get
something.
tacos.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm down. I'm down.
Taco Run. Let's go.
Yes, babe. Well, thank you, babe, so much for joining me on panel and talking about the totes
Oh, yeah.
and the nightmare
Yeah.
of DSP work.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, babe. And for all of you guys that have joined us on live, thank you all so much for tuning in. And if you are listening to this on the playback, don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And we will check you guys back here tomorrow since now it is Thursday, early in the
Maybe.
freaking morning. Yeah, maybe. I'm
Maybe.
just following what he said. um, yeah, so we will check you guys back here on the next Y Run podcast live. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.